It seems there's an app for nearly everything these days, except the one my next guest needed to help his daughter. So he created an app for that. Kyle Thompson is the president of Mobile Education Store. His company develops language apps for the iPhone and iPad that teach everything from basic sentence structure to how to have conversations with peers. Kyle joins us this morning to talk about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, there really is an app for anything, isn't there?
Just about.
And I know I gave a little bit of a hint as to why you created the app, but just tell me how it developed.
Well, it all started back a few years ago. My daughter Caitlin has a pretty serious language delay, and my wife and I were looking for speech and language apps to help her with her language. So we got on iTunes because she loved playing on the iPhone, but we couldn't find anything that was a good fit. And so I asked my wife, what do you want this app to do? And she gave 5 or 6 things that she thought were important. And that's when I had my eureka moment.
And voila.
Exactly. And that's when I said, why don't I create this app? And 6 months later, Sentence Builder was born, and today I have 11 apps on the iTunes and another 6 in development.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Now, was your intention to sell the apps on iTunes?
No, actually it wasn't. I custom designed Sentence Builder just for Caitlin, but she enjoyed playing so much and got so much benefit from it that I went ahead after a few months and put it up on iTunes, and almost immediately I received emails from parents and teachers just telling me how much their kids enjoyed the apps and how much benefit they were getting. And today I get emails from all over the world every day about all of my apps and everything that I do.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Look at that.
It's one of the best parts of the job.
What a great success story. Now, what should we be looking for? Because I have 2 little girls. They are going to be 8 and 10. So what should we be looking for in educational apps?
Well, when I create an app, I want to make use of the full capabilities of the device to teach whatever we're trying to teach in a way that's just not possible with traditional tools. Let me give you an example. Rainbow Sentences is my latest app, and it teaches sentence structure and grammar. The student is presented an image, a bunch of jumbled up words below the image, line segments above the image, and they drag the words to the line segments to build a sentence about the picture. Now, if that's all it did, well, you could recreate that with a printer and scissors.
Right.
But when they drag the words are spoken to them.
The children are walking.
So they get to hear the proper pronunciation. If they need it, you can color code the words and the line segments to give them a visual support to help them build a sentence properly. And if they get it wrong, then a short pictogram video lesson plays showing them how to build the sentence properly. And then when they do get it right, they get to record the sentence in their own voice.
Oh, that's the funnest part.
It is. And when you can take a lesson, whatever it is, and you can bring in the touch, auditory, and visual senses, along with the student's own voice, they're going to learn it faster.
You know what I love about this, Kyle, is it sounds very engaging, it sounds fun, and that really is the key to wanting to learn at that age.
I spend most of my time making the apps fun to play so the kids want to continue to play, because every parent knows it's easy to get your child to do something once.
Yes.
It's getting them to do it a second or third time that's tough. And Caitlin plays a big part of this because she gets to play my apps for months before anybody else gets to see them.
Oh my gosh.
And so I learn what engages her and what doesn't.
She's like your experiment before it goes off.
Exactly. I say she's my muse and my VP of quality.
Love it. She's your inspiration, let's say. Now, how can parents use this technology to work with their child's teachers?
Well, what works for me is the recording feature that I've implemented in most of my apps. So when a student makes a recording, they actually can save that recording, and each student gets their own archive with all of their recordings. But they also can email it. And this has proven to be incredibly popular with families, because take my word for it, these recordings are very exciting for the kids.
Mommy, listen, listen, listen.
Exactly. So it gives them a way to share with their parents, but it also gives parents a way to show the teachers what their child is capable of. And it gives teachers a way to show parents what's going on in the classroom and where their child might be struggling. So it's this real positive feedback loop where the parent, the teacher, and the child are all working together, and they're doing it in a fun way.
Now let me ask you your take about the future when it comes to iPads in schools and how it may or may not aid in learning. Your take?
I think the iPad has a very bright future in schools. And the reason is the iPad does 3 things in a classroom setting. I mean, first, it offers an incredibly rich educational experience for kids. But also, it gives teachers a way to very easily customize the education for each child. A well-designed app helps them do that. It gives support to a student where they need it, and it moves them along quickly where they're strong. But most importantly is it engages the kids in the learning process. They think the technology is cool, and making a child want to learn is half the battle, and the iPad does a great job of that.
Well, I hope you continue to create these fabulous apps, and before we leave you, do tell me how Caitlin's doing today.
Oh, she's doing fantastic. She is happier than I've ever seen her, and her language is slowly but surely catching up with her peers. It's wonderful to see her growth over the last couple of years.
Well, with a dad like you and a daughter like her, you got a success story. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. And for more information on Kyle and the Mobile Education Store, just visit the website mobile-educationstore.com.